Hello, my name is Ash, and this is Ash Reviews Movies and TV. Today we're going to be going through my Christmas/birthday haul because my birthday is 3 days after Christmas. I got some money and I've bought quite a lot of things. So this is going to be probably a lot longer video than normal. This includes any presents I got for Christmas, any things I bought with money I got for Christmas, and my birthday also. I just want to say before we get started, I'm very appreciative of all the gifts I've got. I know not everyone can get stuff like I do, so I am very appreciative of this, and this is no way to dumb me down about what people got you for Christmas. It's just my way of showing. I just do it for purely content purposes, and I show you what I got for Christmas. Maybe I get some joy out of that. So the first section I'm going to start with is the horror section. Don't forget to like and subscribe before we get started. And we're going to get straight into this because it's probably going to be about maybe an hour-long video, depending if I rush some things and then if I don't rush others. It just kind of depends, really, how I'm feeling. But, yeah, we're going to get straight into this because we're going to start with the horror stuff. So we have got vampires. So I was gifted this by a friend of the family. I'd say, yeah. And this is a horror film. Bloody hell. It's quite an older horror film, I believe. It's got Dolby Digital. What is going on with my lighting today? I'm sorry about that. Let's try and show you there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on so you can't properly see me. So there we go. That's proper lighting there. We're going to put that back down there. So we've got vampires. If you want to read the blurb, you can stop the video now. Check that out. This is the first thing we picked up. Well, the first thing I got given from a friend of the family. The second thing, I didn't actually get given this. I bought this. I've heard a lot about this and it was on my list for pickups. So I definitely had to pick this up today. Not today. When I went to Bernardo's, I think I bought this. It was, I believe, £5 for £1. So, yeah, it was a good deal. I wasn't going to pass up a good deal, and it's a 2-disc special edition, which is cool as well. I've heard some quite good things about this, but it's not obviously the most child-friendly movie, so obviously if you're below the age, I wouldn't really recommend watching it. I'm not too sure if that's a horror, but that's going to go in the horror section for now. But it's a film by Steven Spielberg, and I'm really interested in Steven Spielberg's films. As you'll see later, I did get a lot of films from this one director, and I'll show you that in a bit. Frequency is the next film on the list, starring Dennis Quaid and Jim Caviezel. This is also a horror, I believe. Might be more like a thriller, so this might go in the thriller collection. But if you want to stop the video and check out the blurb, it's right by there. It's supposed to be. I actually haven't heard too much about this film because I don't think a lot of people have watched this, but again, this was from a friend in the family, so I'm going to split them up just based on where I got them from now. So, yeah. And then we've got The Unborn, which I actually bought myself from what was it called? Salvation's Army, that opened up in Swansea recently, which is, obviously, if you don't know Wales, it's one of the largest cities in Wales. And there's a lot of charity shops in there, so that's why I decided to go. If you want to stop the video or read the blurb, it's right by there for you. Not very good What is my camera quality, man? Sorry. There you go, that's a bit better. Why is it so shiny? Let's go over here. So this is The Unborn. A film I'm not heard too much about, but I will definitely check out at some point because it looks like quite a good thriller horror. It's got quite a decent shaped disc, and it's a 15. It's the Unseen edition, and it was made in, let's see. Well, Michael Bay was a part of this production. It's got bonus features as well. That's kind of cool. So that is the next one I picked up then. Day of the Dead is a film I did not pick up, but I did get given. The darkest day of horror the world has ever known. George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. once again, the dead have their day. So this looks like quite a good horror film. It looks like one of them films that's really old and they'll be good. Again, obviously my friend of the family is into the older films, mainly because they are obviously significantly older than me. But I was definitely looking for some horror films, and I'm glad that I had a decent stack of them this time. Because normally when I go charity shop hunting, they don't really let me buy horror films. Obviously now me being me having my birthday recently, I'll be able to buy a lot more for you guys. I'm trying to look for the Halloween and Friday the 13th films, but obviously they're not very well, they are very popular, so they're not going to be that really. The Boy in Striped Pajamas, this is not really a horror, but I put it in this section just purely because I didn't have a war section, because I didn't buy any war films apart from one. And this, you can't really say this is an action film really, can you? So it's more of a thriller, I'd say, and a story dense film. I've definitely watched this a few times. I've watched it a few times in school. If you want to read the blurb, it's right there for you. But it's a purely, yeah, it's a very sad film, I'll say that, so I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm probably going to do a rewatch of this year, mainly because I'm a bit out of school soon, and I want to watch films I watched in school. This one's quite cool then. This is Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship then, it's got a holographic case there. It's also a clipper case, which I'm not the biggest fan of clipper cases, and you'll see I've got quite a few of them in this haul now, which I'm not the biggest fan of because you can't actually take this bit off to use as a spare case if you don't want it. So that's why I'm not a big fan of it, but I'll handle it for now. I'll probably upgrade this if I do enjoy this. You can see down the bottom you can't even see the words on the camera. What is happening with my camera today? I'm gonna have to change my iPad camera for the next video, I think. But that's the back of the film if you want to see footage. If the camera quality of this video is probably not going to be amazing, so I might have to reshoot it at some point. Again, I had that from a friend of the family. That's supposed to be a really great film. Hollow Man is one I picked up myself. Starring Elizabeth Shue and Kevin Bacon. It's basically the story of the horror version of The Invisible Man. Hollow Man, Think You're Alone, Think Again. This is supposed to be a really good film. There is obviously rated 18, but it's quite cool in the way they do it. I'm actually really interested in watching this, so this might be a watch for this month if obviously it was voted for, because this month only films I'll be watching is the ones that are being voted for. So I'll be putting out a poll on the channel every few days with 4 films, and the one with the most votes will be the one watched that day. So yeah, that was a pickup. Amityville 2 then was quite a surprising one. This is another horror, as I said. This is an 18 rated, obviously, as you can see down there. Stars James Olsen and Burt Young, as well as Ted Ross. That's the back if you want to read it quick. So I've never really watched the first one, so I'll definitely have to check out the first one before I watch the second, obviously, because I'm not going to watch the second before I watch the first, because that'll be a bit dumb. So this is supposed to be quite a good film. I actually got recommended this by quite a few people, including my father, and he said it was quite a good film. The next one on the list is The Final Scream, which I'm pretty sure is just a fake Scream, because, yeah, I think it's trying to show up Scream kind of thing. But I'm definitely gonna give this a watch at some point and see if it's actually worth it. And this year I'm probably gonna be moving some stuff out of the collection, because I've got a lot of stuff coming in and I haven't got a lot of stuff going out. So films that get below below 1-star rating on Letterboxd will be going. Spies in Disguise, we're on to the child section now. We've got Will Smith and Tom Holland in Spies in Disguise. Spies in Disguise, sorry. This, yeah, I watched this a few times before. It's quite a good film. Not amazing, but it is quite a decent film for child purposes. Definitely one I wanted to pick up for the collection. So then, I'm just going to move the horror films out of the way now. Pause it. So yeah, that is Spies in Disguise. Let's just take a look at this quick. We have got that white and silver Spies in Disguise logo, but that is nice to see. Just gonna pop that over there because I picked that up in a charity shop. This is another one I picked up in a charity shop, but then I later found on Blu-ray, and I regretted my decision so much. Life of Pi, winner of 4 Academy Awards, and I really wanted to watch this because I have seen it a lot in charity shops, but I've just never picked it up for some reason. And I saw this, it was 10p. I was like, yeah, that's coming on with me. So this is definitely was definitely going to be a pickup on Blu-ray or DVD, and I had to pick it on. I already picked it up on DVD before I found the Blu-ray, so it's kind of gutting. But then, yeah, Life of Pi, another great film apparently. Hercules, I thought this was the Disney one when I picked it up, but then it ended up being the Dwayne Johnson one, which again, it's got quite a cool slip cover, but I'm not sure it's actually quite a good film. As I said before, I know Dwayne Johnson isn't. I think Dwayne Johnson is not an amazing actor in my personal opinion. We've got a spine slasher there as well, which is kind of annoying. If you want to read the blurb, it's right there on the back of the film, and the special features down there as well. So I wasn't gonna pick this up originally, but I just liked the slip so much that I decided to pick it up. And it's a Brett Ratner film, so we'll see if it's good at some point. I'm not sure I'm gonna watch it this year, but we'll definitely give that a watch at some point. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I ordered this online with a few other DVDs in a bundle. Sorry, I'm really tired. I'm just gonna have a sip of my drink. So then, yeah, I ordered this online from a seller on Vinted. If I order anything on Amazon or eBay, I'll put the link in the description to that item. Obviously, not all of these I can put the link in the description to, because most of them I bought from charity shops and stuff, so I can't really do that for you. But yeah, this is quite a good film from my childhood. I enjoyed Johnny Depp as as Mr. Wonka. Yeah, it was quite a good film. Let's just take a look at the film. It's a rental copy, which is really annoying, because I don't really like rental copies, but I'll deal with it for now. Yeah, and it's in good condition. Good. So that is the next one then, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And the last one is actually an addition to the Disney collection, which we've been adding to the Disney collection quite a lot recently, which, you know, is a good thing, because we're trying to collect all the Disney classics. But this is actually a Disney Pixar film, I believe. Or is it just Disney? No, it's just Disney. It's not a classic, however. It's Planes. I've got cars, so I thought I'd pick up Planes, because why not? And I thought I haven't watched it since I was a kid, so I definitely wanted to pick it up and give it a rewatch at some point on the channel. That is the next haul then. So that was the children's films. So the next part of the collection is going to be the Batman related items, which we have got a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hold on. A whopping 24 items for the Batman related stuff, so you can have a look there quickly. 3 of them are Funko Pops, quite a few comics, and quite a few DVDs. So I'm going to try and go into as much detail as possible. I think we'll start with the DVD, the Funko Pops, and then we'll get into the DVDs. And obviously we have the comics as well, which this probably will go up on the other channel as well. Or maybe I'll just show the comics on the other channel, because you know, it's more to do with comics on that channel. Just gonna pop them up there, and then we're gonna, actually we need to show you Funko Pops first, don't we? So the first one I picked up then was the 2022 Riddler Funko Pop. So this is from my favourite film of all time, The Batman. And by the way, guys, I have updated my rank my top 4 on Letterboxd to the top 4 films I watched last year. This is still on the list, obviously, because it is one of my favourite films of all time. And when I've bought some shelves to go in the corner of the room now, and then while I do that, when I do organise that shelf, there'll probably be a video on that. But this has got really great detail on it, especially with the cane and the jacket as well. Really great detail. And the side, I'm not sure whether to display it on the side or if you display it if you can actually see the Funko Pop, because I know some people do it like that, which I think is a bit, silly, where people display them like that. I know they take up quite a bit of space while they're like that, but I think it's worth it in my opinion. So this is my favourite film of all time, and I wanted to get the Funko Pops from it. So I've got 3 of them. I did order the Catwoman one, but there's some delays with that, and I might not have that. I might get a refund. So this is 192. I bought that for myself. That cost me £2 plus some delivery, which was a really good deal. And then my sister decided to buy me these for my birthday, which was a really good present. Thank you to her. I got the actual Batman one, which is really cool. I know there's 3 different versions of the Batman, but this one is probably my favourite out of all of them. The actual fighting stance. If you can see on the back, there's one fighting stance, there's one with a batarang, and there's one, just a smaller one, I think it is. Yeah. This is really cool. Yeah, it's quite a cool Funko Pop, I think this is. Really great detail on the pop itself, actually. I'll go more into detail with these on another video later. And then we've also got the Penguin from the film, which starring, obviously, being Colin Firth. Oswald Cobblepot. Really great character in this film. I really enjoyed him in the show as well, which I'm currently watching. I do want to pick up the Sophia Falcone Funko Pop, because she's really great in that film, and she actually won an Oscar, I believe, for it, or an Academy Award, something like that. So that is the 3 Funko Pops now. That's the only Funko Pops, I believe, anything to do with action figures I've got in this video. The next ones we have got, let's go through the comics, which we have a fat stack of. The DVDs are quite fat. There's quite a fat stack as well, but I've still got more Batman comics to come, so you will definitely have more videos about that. We're going to start off with the comics I've actually read so far, which is that one and that one, and then we'll get into the others. So this is Batman Legends #1, so number 1, The Adventures of the Dark Knight. This is quite a good comic. I read this while I was at my dad's because I had some spare time and I fancied reading a comic. Really great story, and there's actually quite a few stories in this in the actual comic itself. There's a good amount of story and a good amount of arc, a good amount of Batman in there as well. There is also a story with Superman in there, which is quite cool to see. And the next one I've got is Batman Nightwatch. This is issue 1, which is cool. Do want to get the rest of the issues, because obviously this has a wide array of the Bat family. We've got Batman in this, we've got Robin in this, we've got Batgirl in this, and we also have Nightwing, who plays a key part in this comic book. Obviously, I'll give you a more detailed review on the other channel, so if you do want that, I'll also do it on my TikTok, which will be the other channel's TikTok. Yeah. So that is them 2, which I have already read. Then we'll just go for the rest of the ones that go to the Batman Legends line. We've got Batman Legends Volume 2 with Ra's al Ghul, Batman, and his parents are in this one as well. As you can see, I'll just show you the inside a bit. And then the back. Obviously some promotion stuff on there. I would love to go into detail on these. Obviously I need to read them first before I can go into detail. So Batman Legends Volume 3 then. Volume 2, number 3. So that was Volume 2, number 10. We've got Black Canary, who plays a key part in this story. You can see the film actually, the comic book actually starts with her character more than Batman's character. And yeah, which is really cool to see. And then the next one, we've got Batman Legends Volume 2, number 5. So we've skipped one there. Number 4. Batman Legends, yeah. It's quite cool. I don't know who's actually... I think it's just Batman in this one, which is cool to think. And we've got some Robin in there as well, which is a poster, I believe. I'll go into detail on my other channel because this is not much about comic books on this channel. But obviously, being a movie guy, I do have to talk about some of the comics that, you know, lead up to the movies. And stuff like that. Batman Legends, Volume 2, number 9. That is them comics then. And then we've got 2 more. No, wait. 4 more. They're double-sided because the shipper decided didn't want to give me any more slips. So we've got 600, the Batman 604, 603, 601, and 602. I'll show you quickly them each. This is Batman 604, but not Batman Detective Comics 604. And you can see we've got it's a really old film. I keep on saying film because it's a film channel. Really old comic, and you can see how actually ancient it kind of is. There's loads of detail and loads of colour in this as well, which is cool to see. And I really can't wait to see, actually read it. This is the writers of this are Alan Grant, Norman Breyfogle, and Steve Mitchell. And then we'll go for the next one then, which is 603 in the same folder. Let me just grab that. This one also has Etrigan in it, which is cool to see as well, with the same writers as you can see. And they actually used to sell for 75 cents American, and UK it was 50p. So I wish they were still that cheap. This is again really old comic with you can see the actual colour of the comic is orange, like it used to be. And then we'll go to this one quick. This is Detective Comics issue 602, again with being 50p in UK money. Again with that same old writing, which is cool. And then we've got issue 601 then, which is again really cool. So that's the Batman comics done now, and then we have the main focus of this channel, which is the Batman DVDs. We are going to go through the live action ones, and then we're going to go through the animated one, which is mostly animated in this stack, I'm going to be honest. After this, I'm going to show you something else, which does have Batman stuff in as well, so we'll go through that after, because it's more or less part of both parts of this. We've got Batman Forever, starring Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, Nicole Kidman, and Chris O'Donnell. Really, I've never watched this. I'm really excited to watch it because obviously I already have Batman and Robin, and then the original Batman. But I did not have the two that led up to Batman and Robin, which were these two. I believe it's Batman Returns, then Batman Forever. Yeah, Michael Keaton's still in that, isn't he? So this is gonna be a definite watch. Probably we're gonna have a Batman month where I watch most of the shows and films that I have not watched of the Batman. Of Batman and any other Batman character. So if you do want that, make sure you like and subscribe. Once we get 150 subscribers, I'll do that for a month. I'll give you a little show of the disc as well. The only thing that really does annoy me again is it's a clipper case, which does, kind of annoy me, but it's, it's what it is, isn't it? But it's also on DVD. The next thing I got then was Batman Returns, which I actually paid for the used version. They sent me a brand new one. I paid £2 for £3. It was £2 for £3, which was quite a good deal. Actually, and then it was four for £5, which was quite good. So in this film, we actually have Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, and Michelle Pfeiffer. Obviously Catwoman, Batman, and Danny DeVito's not Joker, a Penguin in this. I'm not going to open it yet because I'm going to do a whole video unboxing this. So be sure to check out for that on the channel. It'll come out sooner rather than later. Next thing, we'll go for the animated films then. We'll go for the animated films first, which is that. Not that. Not that. Not that. So we've got 3 animated films then. We've got Batman Ultimate Animal Instincts original movie. Which I kind of just picked this up because it was 2 for £3 and I just was like, yeah, I may as well. I've never watched it. And if I'm going to do an entire month of Batman stuff, I'm going to have loads of Batman stuff to watch, you know. So, I decided to pick it up. Because I'm really interested in Batman especially. My favourite superhero of all time. And I want to collect all the Batman related stuff. Excuse me. It's by far one of the biggest parts of my collection, which is Batman. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 DVDs related to Batman. Actually, 25 now. So, you know what, you can tell I like Batman. The next one we have then is Batman Ultimate Monster Mayhem. Again, part of this line. I thought I may as well get the other one as well, because I wanted to give it a watch. This is actually stars the Joker, and the Joker's in this as well, which I'm excited to watch at some point. But obviously you guys have to vote for that, so let's hope you do. And then the next one we have is Superman / Batman Apocalypse animated original movie. This one's got Darkseid in it, which is cool. Yeah, it's quite cool. Can't wait to watch it, to be honest. But this is probably going to go under Superman because it's Superman / Batman, which is kind of annoying. So then we've got the animated shows. We've got 2 different shows here, but one of them is 3 volumes of one show, and then the other one is a season of the other show. So the volumes are the volumes of the follow. Volume 8 of Batman Brave and the Bold, Volume 5 of Batman Brave and the Bold, Volume 4 of Batman Brave and the Bold, and Volume 7. So these are all part of the same show. I believe they have 4 episodes on each, so we got 4, 8, 12, 16 episodes. Yeah. I just need to get 1, 2, 3, and 6, and then I'm set for the show. So I can't actually start this until I've got them, obviously. I won't go into detail. I won't go into the discs and then. And then we've got the Batman, the first season, which is the 2-disc edition. So you can see we've got the first season disc 1, and then the first season disc 2 on there. This is supposed to be quite a good show. I've seen loads of clips on it online. Has loads of great guest stars, like superhero guest stars, not like actual people guest stars. But yeah. You may be wondering, Dunkirk? You said it was Batman related. Well, I'll show you that after now. So Dunkirk is a film directed by Christopher Nolan. And so are these 6 films in this glorious Blu-ray box set. Oops. This is going to have its own unboxing video without a doubt. I'm not opening it yet. So if you do want an unboxing video, get this video to 10 likes and then I'll unbox it. Obviously, I'll tell you what's in there. We've got Memento, Batman Begins, The Prestige, The Dark Knight, Inception, and The Dark Knight Rises. Obviously, I've got 4 of these movies in my collection. So I do actually already have The Dark Knight and Batman Begins on Blu-ray. But I'm going to keep this box set because I like the way it looks, and it's going to go on top of the shelves so it looks all nice and fancy. And then I have Inception on DVD, which means it's an upgrade. Which means that's either going to go to a charity shop or that's going to go to a friend. And The Dark Knight Rises on DVD, again, as an upgrade. It also comes with a little booklet, which I can't wait to read, about Christopher Nolan's films. And it's got some slashes on there, but there's nothing too deep that didn't go to the actual box itself, which I'm really excited about. I paid £16 for this, where it normally sells for about £30 to £40 British pounds. Yeah, that is why I said it was Batman related, because they've got 3 Batman films in there, actually. So we'll give that its own video at some point, and we'll put these back over here. And Dunkirk then. Dunkirk is a Christopher Nolan film I actually haven't seen. Because I haven't seen Memento, I have not seen The Prestige, and I've not seen Dunkirk or Oppenheimer, and I'm trying to build up to his newest film, which is coming out, I believe, in December. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely go and check that out in cinemas if it's in December. Obviously, I've heard some good news about getting a job recently, so if I do get that job, I'll be going to cinema a lot more, and I might even do giveaways and stuff like that now. So there's a lot, I could do on the channel with that. Christopher Nolan is my favourite director of all time, without a doubt. I obviously have bought that box set now of his 6 of his films, and I've got this as the 7th film from Christopher Nolan in my collection. I think I need Oppenheimer, and I think that might be it. I'll check the list after the video, and if I'm wrong, I'll obviously comment it below. Make sure you guys comment down below if you want me to do an unboxing video. Again, don't forget. So that is why I said it was Batman related. So the next thing we're gonna go for is we'll go for DC Marvel related stuff now. So the only Marvel stuff I have is comic books, because I have not bought any new Marvel films recently. I did buy the 3 Avengers films and also a Spider-Man film to upgrade to Blu-ray not too long ago. They haven't come yet, so I'm just waiting on that package. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 comic books. We'll go through these ones first because they're already out of the folder. We've got Daredevil Black Armor issue 1, which came in a blind bag that I bought from B&M's, which I'm going to do one of them on the channel at some point. We've got Storm Brotherhood and the Brotherhood of Mutants, which I'm really excited to read, and it's, again, issue 1. It also came with... I'm missing one. Oh, no, that's over there. Black Panther. And this is not issue 1, actually. This is issue 13. Which is kind of annoying. But we'll make do. Put them over there. Yeah, I also came with a Spider-Man comic, but I've given that to a friend because they prefer Spider-Man. It was worth about £14, and I paid about £6 for the bag, so it was definitely worth it. Captain Marvel are the next 2 comic books we're going to go through. This is the male version of Captain Marvel, which is quite cool. Issue 4 and 5. Hold on. So this is the issue 5. As you can see, we've got really good detail to the front, and it's made by David, Chris Cross, and Stomayor. I can't even pronounce that, sorry. There's the actual comic itself, but there. And then I'll show you the next one then as well, and then we'll go to the next haul, which will be just some random stuff, really. And then we've got comedies and stuff to go through. So that's them 2. And then we've got the next one, which is Captain Marvel, and this is issue 28. And we've got Savage Wolverine on the other side, which is issue 2, which is quite cool to see. So we are going to definitely give these a read at some point, and we'll review them on the other channel. Since we're on the topic of comic books, we're going to just go through the Youngblood. We've got 3 of these. This is Youngblood issue 4 and issue 3. And then on the other side we have issue 2. So we've got issue 2, 3 and 4, which I need to get the first issue so I'm able to read it. I paid about like £3 for all 3, which is not too bad. £1 per comic. I'm not going to go into detail on them because we don't have a lot of time to do this. The other comic from that mystery bag then was a Star Wars comic. So we've got Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, also made by Marvel. And I think this is issue... might be issue 1 actually. It's a variant edition. But yeah, it's supposed to be $4.99. And I only... yeah, I'm definitely going to give this a watch at some point. I don't know when. But it's got really good artwork, which is kind of nice to see in comic books, and a nice artwork. So yeah, I'm going to give that a read at some point. And then the other Star Wars related film we've got is Rogue One. Which I'm definitely going to give a watch, because I've really been really excited to find this. I also found the Blu-ray after I bought this, which really annoyed me. But, you know, it's fine. So it's, yeah, a really cool nice film that I'm going to definitely give a watch at some point. Maybe I'll do another Star Wars run through on the channel at some point. Or maybe I'll just watch all the Star Wars films I haven't watched yet. So the next section we've got is comic books. Not comic books, sorry. The next section we've got is comedies. And we've got The Full Monty on DVD. We've got Norman Wisdom on the Beat. Norman Wisdom, The Square Peg. Norman Wisdom, Up in the World. Family Guy Season 1. Only Fools and Horses Series 1. Only Fools and Horses Series 3. Only Fools and Horses Series 4. Only Fools and Horses Series 2. Yeah, so that's only, and then I've got Only Fools and Horses Series 5. South Park, the film. Evolution. The Jackass 2 movie collection, brand new, which I will be unboxing on the channel at some point. I don't know when, but I will at some point. And then Adulthood. That's it for comedies. I'll show you everything else. Next thing we have is action sci-fi stuff. We've got one Blu-ray in this. We've got a box set. And we've got a steelbook, which is my first steelbook ever, which is kind of a cool monumental thing on the channel. But first we'll get through these films. The Sixth Day, obviously starting off with Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. The Wild Wild West. Red Planet. Super 8 from the writer/director J.J. Abrams and produced by Steven Spielberg. Also, a Steven Spielberg film. Tom Hanks, Saving Private Ryan. Transformers: Age of Extinction, a Michael Bay film. RoboCop, the remake, starring Michael Keaton and Gary Oldman. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible 3. Pathfinder Extended Edition with a nice slipcover. We'll show you that after. Men in Black 1 with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. We Were Soldiers, based on a true story, starring Mel Gibson. Dante's Peak with Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton. Signs, Mel Gibson film. Well, not Mel Gibson film. The World Is Not Enough, 007. This is Bond film, which I needed for the collection. Miller's Crossing, brand new on DVD, which I'll be giving a review, an unboxing at some point. Arrow Season 2 on Blu-ray. I paid for the second-hand version. I got the brand new version on Blu-ray, which I'm very happy about. Again, with an unboxing coming on the channel at some point. The Bodyguard. And the Die Hard 4 film collection, which will be going on the shelves. On the top of the shelf with all my other box sets after. The first steelbook I've got then is Flags of Our Fathers and Letter from Iwo Jima. Don't know how to say that. With, this is the first steelbook I've got then on the channel. And that's probably going to go somewhere, probably up on the top of the shelf so you can see it. But that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as I said in the start of the video. I know it's been a long one. Yeah, bye-bye.